Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in again to another episode of CivilianTacticalWeapons.com. Today's episode is actually going to be as quick as I possibly can because it's about 100 degrees here in Texas, and the studio here is probably about 90, plus the floodlight hitting me isn't exactly making it any cooler. So today's episode is actually going to be, I've had a bunch of people ask me about body armor, so I figured I would actually share the type of body armor that I wear for certain types of shooting activities I do. So I actually wear a level 3A body armor, which is designed primarily to defeat most small arms, soft point type ammo you're going to run into. Remember, it's a body armor, not a bulletproof vest. There's no such thing as the term bulletproof. But this will actually go ahead and hold out against pretty much most of your small arm threats, even up to some of the more soft point 223s, things like that. So. This is not level 4, so it's not designed for, this is designed to be very thin, wear it very easily. It's not designed for taking out, people ask, well, can I get hit by a 308 or, armor piercing round, all that stuff. No, this is not body armor for that. This is really primarily designed for small arms, mainly pistol caliber type ammo. The other question comes, why does a civilian need to own body armor? Of course you've got the people with the whole survivalist mentality and stuff. That's actually not what this is about. For me, it actually started, I was taking one of my shooting carbine courses about, I want to say about, it started about 7 months ago. And we're out the range, and a lot of these pistol carbine courses, you don't have to have any prior firearms experience. You can go and take one of these classes. And the guy there actually brought up a good point. We were all joking around. The guy sat there and he dropped on his chest. He's like, yeah, I'm wearing body armor. And what he told me, which still sticks to me this day, he's like, he goes, I trust myself, he goes, but I don't trust any of you guys. So if you are thinking about taking, now this is not something, you do not need to wear body armor, go into a shooting range or any of that type of garbage. What we're talking about is we're actually taking a fire and movement type course, something where people are out of their comfort zone. Comfort zone is someone sitting there bench firing, shooting down the range. Yeah, you always have the Yahoo spinning the gun, it's like, oh, hey, that type of thing. This is not for that type of scenario. This is for the scenario where you are actually firing and moving. A lot of these types of classes will do a quick, maybe 30-minute firearm safety type thing, and then you're up and moving and firing. So I don't feel very comfortable in those types of environments sometimes, and what's good is if you do have something to protect your vitals, at least the probability of you getting shot and killed in taking away these types of courses is minimized. So what I do is, this one's actually made by, the one I actually wear is made by Point Blank. It actually has trauma plate inserts, so you can see that you can actually put trauma plates in on the front and the rear. So it's actually got pockets for it. The carrier, you can actually dismantle the carrier, and if you're looking and want to clean it, you can actually take all the fabric off and clean it. If you want to go ahead and clean the carrier portion, that's actually after you take all the armor components out, you're just having the carrier. You can typically you can wash it in a washing machine on a gentle cycle, but do not try to dry clean it or throw it in the dryer at all. You'll want to just hang dry the carrier if you're going to do that. A couple things. One of the key things to make sure is that the body armor you get actually fits you correctly. So with that, here I'll show you this one here. All the ones have adjustable straps, but even with the adjustable straps, you want to make sure the armor will actually fit you correctly. So kind of every time I put this thing on, it always reminds me of, I don't know if you guys watching Reno 911, but anytime I see the blue armored vest, it always reminds me of that. You'll want to make sure that you have your side coverage is what you want to look out for. And you want to have the coverage come just a little bit over on the sides. So you want to make sure is that the armor fits snug. You don't want a lot of space in the armor. You want it to fit rather snug. Take your deepest breath in and out, and it's still comfortable. You want to maybe when you exhale at the maximum, it's not really pushing against you too much. But this is about it. Unlike what most people may think, body armor is extremely light. I really don't feel any weight to this at all. There is a difference between like a level 3A and like a level 4 where you are going to feel some additional weight. I do not have any additional trauma plates in here that would add additional weight. But as far as what you have here, you have a system that's actually really good at being able to protect you against pretty much all your primary threats. And this is all parts that you see that are covered here, with the exception of the bottom, is actually armored. So, just wanted to share that one. This one here I think I picked up for around 300 bucks, so it's not incredibly expensive. But at the end of the day, if you think of why you're buying the body armor, the cost definitely should be a factor, but you don't want to make that being your only factor. A couple other things I'd also recommend is, one thing to be very concerned about is don't ever, under any circumstance, buy used body armor. This is something you'll see very frequently at the gun shows. You want to be very careful not to buy any used. I don't like the, I don't know how many of you guys have ever bought a computer and they have like refurbished. They actually make refurbished body armor. At the end of the day, think about what this body armor is doing for you. Yeah, maybe you can save a few bucks by getting a refurbished piece of body armor, but you're buying the body armor to save your life. So, in the unlikely event that you may end up getting shot with the body armor on it, if the difference of life and death was 75 bucks, don't you think you would have rather spent that money? So, that being said, this is something that, of course, I know some people who keep this next to their bed. So, if an intruder comes in, they're going to throw the vest on too. Not that bad of an idea, to be honest with you. It may be, I don't know how fast and comfortable you are putting this thing on, but it's also another option. Here in the summertime, strangely enough, I try to refrain from taking some of these carbine courses and shooting courses, mainly in 100-degree temperatures here in Texas with maybe about a 20–30% humidity. Wearing the additional armor, it's not a matter of weight, it's a matter of heat. This will get you keep you a little warm. So I tend to not wear body armor in the summertime here in Texas. But then on the same note, I tend not to take any of these more advanced shooting classes too. So if you have any questions, remember you are free to email me at info@civiliantacticalweapons.com. I do not respond to any YouTube. And the other thing too is I want to also address here as a reminder, the main reason I do not allow comments on any of my videos, if you're watching these through YouTube directly, is because I don't want to moderate YouTube. I see so many kids yelling 4-letter words back and forth to each other. There is forums on civiliantacticalweapons.com where you can discuss any of my videos and post any messages you want back and forth to each other. That's fine. I can moderate that. With about 70 videos I've produced now, I can't go in every day and moderate 70-some videos. It's just not practical. So, anyways, I hope to see you in next week's episode, and have a nice day.